And good afternoon and welcome to the Real Estate Report with Brent Gove, where the temperature is 78 degrees and it is 4:06 on this sunny Saturday in May. My name is Chris Airola. The big guy, our fearless leader, is out this weekend, and I am owner of RentPros Property Management and president of the Rental Owners Association. So we will be together today talking about just about everything real estate. I'm joined in studio by my co-host, the talented and one of the top agents in the area, Cyndy Silva of eXp Real Estate. How you doing, Cyndy?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on the show, Chris.
Well, good, good. Hey, not only are you the head of the CEO of the Cyndy Silva group at eXp, but perusing through the internet, I looked at stalked you a little bit, and I found that you've won some pretty big awards, haven't you?
I have,
All
yes.
Right. So you've got the Masters Award, the Placer County Association of Realtors Masters Award. I assume that means you've reached some level of sales success.
That is correct.
Right.
Yep,
Awesome.
in the top 10%.
Oh, top 10%.
Yes.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. And then what's this other one? The Chairman's Excellence Award. I have not. Oh, that's an eXp award, huh?
Yeah, that one is also done by sales volume as well. So,
right.
And it's all ranked by how much you sell. And
awesome. Well, if you're out there and you're thinking about selling your home and you're wondering how much will my home sell for, Cyndy's the man, as I say. You know?
Love it.
Cyndy is the one to call, and you can reach her. I'll give her number out right now because we're going to be talking with Cyndy throughout the show. And if you're thinking you need a realtor, I think you need Cyndy. So number 916-878-6391 is her number. Put it down somewhere. Put it in your phone. Hang on to it. 878-6391. So today, we're going to talk about a number of things. It's almost summer. We're right there in the middle of spring. Summer starts June 21st, so we got some time. There's some things that every homeowner should be thinking they need on the honey-to-do list. And as a property manager and managed thousands of homes for the last 30 years, there's kind of a big three that I want to talk about, three things you should really be thinking about. Additionally, we've got Cyndy. You have a home we're going to talk about.
Yes.
An awesome listing. Get this. I'll tell you, it's a home on some land, almost an acre. You got a view of a river, and it's under $150,000, right?
You got it.
All right. And then we've got a call in. We're going to talk about the other side of the spectrum. We have Andy. Andy, I can't remember his last name. We'll pick it up here soon. But he's going to call in at the bottom of the hour with a Street of Dreams home that he has listed at half the original list price. So you know that upper end has gotten a little soft, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And so this is a deal. If you're looking for an incredible dream home, this is it. We're going to talk about medium home prices out there, and if we get to it, and I'm sure we will, in our second half, we're going to talk a lot about my wheelhouse, and that's real estate investing, some rules that every real estate investor needs to hear about, know about, and so on. So before we get started, this is a call-in show, ladies and gentlemen, and so we're very glad to be with you. And if you want to join us, do that by dialing 921-1530. That's 916-921-1530. Or out of the area toll-free is 1-800-834-1530. That's 834-1530. And we've got another twist for you today. Not only can you listen to us on the radio, not only can you call in, but you can actually watch us live. And I'm watching myself on screen right now, and I'm totally self-conscious. I can't look at it. Cyndy looks great. I look like a doofus, but
You look fabulous, Chris.
watch us on Facebook Live on Cyndy's page. So here's what you do. You go to Facebook. Don't do this if you're driving, okay?
Yeah,
do this
please
if
don't.
you're okay. And go to Cyndy's Facebook page, and that would be Cyndy, Cyndy, Silva, Silva, and just click on her there, and you can watch us live. And I know Cyndy has lots and lots and lots of followers, like 5,000 followers, and I expect a like from every last one of them.
Yeah.
And a share, okay?
Please.
In fact, you know what we ought to do? We ought to. In fact, I talked about this earlier. If you are watching us on Facebook and you're going to share, click share, we're going to be able to see that you did that. We're going to find somebody random who shared the show today, and we'll give you $50. So $50 gift certificate. I know, we need some applause.
That is awesome.
Right. So listen to us on Facebook. Give us a share. and give us a shout out if you have a question. But for now, let's kind of get underway here before our first break and talk a little bit about what's going on in the market, Cyndy.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to give you guys what's going on with the median prices in a couple different towns so you guys see the difference. And this is, what's been going on this week. So these are kind of accurate stats.
Right up to date.
Up to date. So let's do some Sac County homes. So first we got Elk Grove. Those standard 4-bedroom, 3-bath, median price $530.
530,000
yes.
medium, so average price.
Yes. Then
Right.
we go over to Fair Oaks. So now we're looking at 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. Same price, $530. But the tricky thing is the house may be a little bit smaller with one less room, but the lot sizes are double the size in Fair Oaks versus Elk Grove. So that's why you see the difference right there.
So a little smaller home in Fair Oaks, a little bigger lot, older home most likely.
Yes.
And same price.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. And you're going to get, I think, a little bit more character in Fair Oaks. You get a little suburbia in Elk Grove and a little custom homes in Fair Oaks. Then we also go over to Orangevale, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, $450 is the median price over there.
Okay,
so
that drops off quite a bit, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And you're just, 5 minutes away,
and
which
you're
is
probably getting some bigger lots over there, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, their average is between a 1/4 acre and a 1/2 acre.
All
so much bigger.
Bring your horse.
That's right. And then we go to Antelope. This is now 3.5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, $385.
Okay, so there's one of my sweet spot investor areas. I own homes out there. I put a lot of my clients in Antelope homes for what I call a bread and butter rental area, especially for you starter investors. We talk a lot about Antelope. So $385 is the median price out there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Granite Bay.
Yeah,
so now the average 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1.1 million.
Is that right?
It is. It is. But let's talk about the medium-sized house in Granite Bay. It's not like an Antelope where we're going to find about 1,700 square foot. The medium size is 3,800 square feet.
Okay.
In about a 3/4 acre lot. So yeah, a little bit different. Then we're going up the hill to Auburn. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, $590.
So the thing about Auburn that I would say is, there's a lot. I mean, when you say Auburn, you can be talking about a pretty wide variety of homes. So that's going to be you could probably go to Auburn and buy a home for $385 just fine.
You sure
You
can.
could probably go to Auburn and buy $1 million home too.
So true. I've sold houses in Auburn, 380 like you said, and then up 800 plus.
Yeah.
So absolutely. And then we're going to go up the hill a little bit farther to El Dorado Hills. Standard 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, $805.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Well, there you go. So the market is moving along, and boy, it's certainly different than we would have heard, say, 5 years ago. So no matter up, down, it's always inching up, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So anyway, okay, well, there it is from your local real estate expert, Cyndy Silva, and she's got the numbers, and she's got her finger on the pulse. And before we go, I want to throw out her number again there. Cyndy, how do people reach you best if they want to talk to you about their home, buying a home, selling a home?
Absolutely. Best way, either call or text me at 916-878-6391.
Okay, great. All right, well, we'll have more for you when we come back. We're going to talk about one of Cyndy's listings that she has, and wait till you hear this. A nice little home on a 1/2 acre under $150,000. Okay, that went pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good timing.
Yeah.
We did good on our timing, Chris.
Well, I get to call the time.
Dude, that was a good one.
So we're still live on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you guys don't have to do anything. Can I see your phone? Are you logged into Facebook?
I shouldn't be. Do I need to be?
No, it's okay. I just want to see what the post looks like because I'm not your friend. It should show
Well, we'll
up.
have to be friends then after this.
30 years developing ways to make owning rental property
At some point we have like a few people watching it and it goes through fluctuates.
to coordinating maintenance and repairs. The RentPros team has been the #1
I feel
choice
like you're on the
for
commercial.
thousands of rental property owners just like
They're
you.
going to get sick of me by the time they are. I'm on twice.
Right.
Commercial
Whether you
time.
own
See
one
if it's
property
there.
or 100, a A single-family home
Come on,
for a
loud.
whole apartment
So we're still live on Facebook?
RentPros has
Is
you
anyone
so the
listening? Is
quality
anyone
was-
giving us a like?
The quality was good for a while, and then it kind of fluctuated down, and then it went back
Oh,
up.
there's some of my clients and realtors. They're watching.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, there's people out there watching.
Yeah.
All
And my
right.
clients,
All
yay!
right. There you go.
Hit
Very cool.
share and try to share it to your
To my business page. Okay.
Hey, Dad, can we take Mom to
I don't know how long the
breakfast
break
again?
is.
Sure, let's bring the whole family.
Berry Fest is coming Mother's Day weekend at the grounds in Roseville.
I want to see the half-pipe jam.
It's not. It's okay. We can also share it after because it'll upload.
But if they get
It won't. Sometimes it does this. It won't. Like it's not popping up. That's my
What's
regular
our
one.
stop time?
It's okay.
Say
Over
again?
there?
It's only $29.
I can't hear you.
Berry
29.
Fest, Mother's Day weekend at the grounds in Roseville.
Hi, folks. Jim Peterson with Solar for America. Look, I was driving to work this morning.
I don't know why I can't hear you.
This newly formed solar and ledge roofing company.
I heard.
I get a kick out of it. I've got socks in my drawer that are older than some of these roofing and solar power companies. I started in roofing in 19.
Can sort of hear you that time.
Was in the White House. I built over
Can you hear him? Put your headphones on, see if you can hear him.
Many hundreds of thousands of solar power systems.
Can you hear?
Best financing in the United States. Look, my roof started $59 a month. These are 50-year warranted roofs. My solar power system starts as low as $49 a month. Same as cash for 2 years. I
Cyndy,
won't be beat.
I'm gonna
I've got
friend
the most
request you.
experience. I build more than anybody else. I buy better than anybody else, and I've got the best.
Okay, now you should be able to.
Now
I
got
can hear you. We're in business.
What time are we out?
Your out time is 4:30 hard.
4:30.
4:30
Okay.
hard?
I'll give you a 3 and a 1.
3 and a 1. Okay.
50-year warranted roof. My solar power system.
4:30:00. Okay, we can do this.
Once again, 888-277-1930.
Thank you, everyone, tuning in. Keep watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is
So
exciting.
share this. Get your name.
Yeah, share it. Get your $50,
Get
everyone.
your name in the
$50.
raffle. Let's call it a raffle, right? A drawing. The drawing.
There you go.
We'll do a drawing. $50 gift certificate. We want this baby shared.
Yeah. What time are we back on?
Just after the commercial,
Okay.
when the music starts again.
Oh, yeah.
But we're out at 4:30.
If you have a second, Cyndy, I added you on Facebook. If you could accept it,
Oh, I need to accept you? Okay.
you can leave your headphones on. If it's
I'll accept you.
that way, I can share it to RentPros and
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Here we go back on.
Real estate report with Brent Gove.
And we're back. It is 4:19, and I'm here with, you're listening to the Real Estate Report with Brent Gove. My name is Chris Airola, and my co-host is
Cyndy Silva.
Cyndy Silva of EXP Real Estate. And we were just talking about the market and the average home sale prices in various areas throughout Sacramento. And Cyndy has a listing that we want to talk about that's actually quite a bit lower than the average median home price out there, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is kind of something that's taken over right now, these types of houses.
Okay, what are they called, Cyndy?
They are called tiny
There you go, tiny
homes.
homes.
So a lot of people are wondering what qualifies a home to be a tiny home.
Yep.
So first off, it has to be under 500 square feet.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it's amazing what they could pack in 500 square feet, to be
I know.
quite honest. And it has to be something that is movable. So yes, you can put it on a solid foundation
Okay.
and pay property taxes on it if you like, but it still has to have the ability to be able to move again.
Yeah, I've seen these shows on television where they build these tiny houses, and I mean, you look at the bed and it turns into a couch and I don't know, a phone and a stove or something.
Right.
So they really think these things through. It's not really like the old RVs, or it's different than an
No,
RV. So
they actually they have each individual rooms, which is amazing. So I kind of want to tell
Really?
you about this one that I
All
have
right,
coming
let's
up
hear
on the
about
market.
Yeah.
It is so cool. So this one is 435 square feet. So
Okay.
it is small, but it has everything. It literally has a living room, a kitchen, a dining room, a bedroom. It's got everything that you need. Vaulted ceilings.
Really?
This little tiny home was actually built in 2002. Then it's been completely remodeled in the past year. So it not only is it remodeled, we're selling it with the furniture in it.
Oh, wow.
So
Well, I bet that helps. So you
140.
found special
It is,
furniture.
because you got to scale down, and then she kind of did like a farm shabby chic vibe in it.
Okay.
It's adorable. The best part too is it has a 550-foot deck off the front of it.
So the deck's bigger than
The
house.
deck is actually bigger than the house.
This is ready to do some
But-
outdoor living.
Right, and it goes right up to the Dry Creek River. So as soon as you step out those doors, all you hear is rushing water, and it is amazing, covered by pine trees, and it sits on a half-acre lot too.
So where is it? Tell me roughly where.
So this is in a town called Brownsville. So
Okay, I
this
know
is
where that is.
yeah. So it's the great thing is located near some of my favorite lakes: Collins Lake, Bullard's
Right.
Bar Reservoir, St. Francis Resort. So if you're into going to the river or going to the lakes, this is a perfect spot to go to.
Okay, so you're near up there. I've fished at Collins Lake. Love that. Yeah, I know this area pretty well, and so very cool. Lets you get out, away. This would be a sweet home to kind of just buy and keep for the weekends. wouldn't it,
That's
huh?
what I was
That's what I'm
thinking. Go up there 5 times during the summer. The yard's big enough. You could have friends bring RVs. There's RV hookups.
Really? Ooh.
The house even comes with 2 tent beds. They fit on the deck, and they're full sizes, and they have netting that go over them. So you could sleep people inside. You could sleep people outside in RVs. I mean, a perfect little getaway house for
All right,
sure.
I don't think this house is going to last very long because I'm thinking I got to talk to my wife. We got to go see this property for a nice little weekend getaway. So Cyndy, if somebody wants to talk to you about this home, maybe take a look at it, perhaps write an offer, what should they do?
They should get a hold of me. You could, once again, call or text me at 916-878-6391. Or you could even send me an email at silvacindy@gmail.com. And that's SILVACYNDY@gmail.com.
Okay, very cool, Cyndy. Thanks. I'm very interested to see how long that stays on the market.
Yes.
I wonder if we have other tiny homes out there. I frankly been I've never seen one on the market, so
No,
I
and
might have the only deal in town.
I
huh?
hear they're putting them in random places. We had someone at our team meeting the other day that said they're putting them in a old railroad station.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right. Well, that's awesome. Hey, I want to talk about, let's move forward here. And by the way, if you have a question for Cyndy or for myself, anything to do with real estate, property management, that kind of stuff, give us a call. 921-1530 is the number. And we are here, or toll free at 1-800-834-1530. So moving on, I want to talk about we mentioned earlier, it's almost summer. The sun has come out. If you notice, the rain has kind of stopped. And there's 3 things that I think that you need to do if you own a home, whether it's a rental or a home you live in, and that are very important that I over the last 30 years, I've seen a lot of owners kind of neglect and not do, and then they get sort of caught short. And you looked at this list, Cyndy, and you kind of agreed with some of this stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Of those 3, what's your one that you've seen the most of that you say, oh, get that done?
The roof.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so it was winter just a few weeks ago. Lots and lots of rain. Boy, did we have a lot of rain this year, huh?
So the most I think I've ever seen.
I
It's
thought it was
crazy.
never going to stop. I'm remodeling our commercial building, and it was just day after day. But what happens is a lot of these properties out there, your home, you get a little roof leak, you get something going on, you have someone come out and patch it, and then what do? Now that the sun's out, you forget about it.
Yep.
I'll catch it next year.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the deal. We strongly suggest that you do this now. If you need a good roofer, you can give me a call. I'll be happy to refer the roofers that I use in my property management company. Whether you need a patch, a repair, or an entire roof, I'll be happy to give you some references who I trust, who do my roofs. And you can reach me at 916-789-3535, 789-3535, or just go to Chris at RentPros.com, or send me an email, Chris at RentPros.com. So fix that roof. If you wait until September, October, when you get that first little rain, you're probably going to see those guys pretty tied up. Their prices are up, and you're going to have a tough time getting them out there, and you may have that roof leak and wet sealing again. Okay, good one. I think that's one of the probably the most important thing I have on the list too. Cyndy, what's next?
I would say service your AC, because I know I'm pretty bad about that myself. Yeah. I'm guilty.
It's air conditioners are going to do a lot of work now. You've heard them out there running. It's hotter than heck, and you got that compressor outside going. So you want to have somebody come out or do it yourself. Change your filters.
Yes.
Have a professional check that coolant level. And then the other thing is really important. You can do this yourself. Go out in the backyard and get that, see that big thing that stands in your backyard that makes all the noise. It's got, this big metal thing. That's part of your air conditioner, a big fan in it that runs all the time. Hose that off. Get all those little fins. That's your condenser. And those little fins get plugged up, and then it won't cool your house as well, and it becomes a big, big problem. So that stresses your compressor and other parts of the air conditioner. Without getting too technical, clean that baby out, because it likes to be clean, and you'll notice your air conditioner working a lot better. Very simple fix.
Absolutely, and it's inexpensive. It's like $100 to bring someone out to check, take a look at it for you.
The air conditioner company I work right now is doing a $79 special. They'll come out and tune up your whole thing, clean it all up, get it all done. $79. So again, email me, Chris at rentpros.com. I'll be happy to pass that information along to you. And then the last thing that I think you need to put on the honey to-do list for the summer is right now is get out there and turn on the old lawn sprinklers. Turn them on, check them, make sure there's no old faithfuls out there, guys are squirting all over the place, flooding the gutters. People call on that. There's fines that you can get involved with. So get your geysers fixed, get all the little emitters unplugged on your drip and everything, so everything's working good. And get that baby in shape. Set your timer so it's all working, and that will put you in a situation that you're going to be a lot happier, and your grass will be happier, your neighbors will be happier, and your house will just look a lot better.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. So after the break, we're going to be talking with Andy. Did we get Andy's last name?
Last name is Moore.
Andy Moore. Okay, and he's going to tell us about a listing kind of on the other side of the spectrum, the price spectrum that he has listed up at Dark Horse. And we've got about a minute left. And Cyndy, do you have time to tell us a story about, we were talking about median home prices a minute ago. You had a story about somebody who bought a home recently for just about nothing down?
Yes, it was a home in West Roseville. Very popular area, great school districts, great area. And their landlord was getting ready to sell their house, and they had nowhere to go, nor did they save up money because they didn't think they were going to have to move out. Well, so I was able to get them into a down assistance payment program. Within 3 weeks, start to finish, they came to closing with a total of $3,500.
Wow.
That's it, with a phenomenal rate, still in the low fours.
That got them in.
$3,500, yes.
Wow.
In West Roseville.
So I bet their price, their monthly mortgage is probably comparable to their rent.
It was. They moved a mile away, the exact same.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Because it was about the same square footage as well, about a mile down the road. Yes. So, they never thought they could buy. And anybody could buy now. There's so many wonderful programs out there to help you guys.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that program probably takes pretty good credit, huh?
You do have to have good credit. Yes, that is definitely something you need to have.
All right. Well, very cool. Well, if somebody is out there and they're thinking, boy, I'd like to buy a home for $3,500 down, total cost, out of pocket. I mean, gosh, I think you have to put more than that down to buy a car, don't you?
Right, pretty much.
You should give Cyndy a call. Cyndy, your number?
916-878-6391.
Yeah, give Cyndy a call or shoot her an email, and we'll be right back with some more about real estate investing in just a moment. In a second over.
Oh, it's good. Oh.
Yeah.
Does it, because it cut into the commercials? Is that why if we go over?
Yeah, I hit it.
Well, at least it wasn't your commercial. I'm just kidding.
I wish it was. No,
then there's no guilt, right?
Man, they cut out.
Oh, I'm excited about this next home. It is so pretty.
Do we have any caller yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No caller yet.
Oh. I'm gonna text him.
NTSB investigators looking into last night's military contracted jetliner that skidded off a runway into a shallow river on landing in Jacksonville, Florida. No serious injuries. ABC's Victor Akendo at the scene tells us about pets in the cargo hold.
They didn't see any crates or hear any sounds when they searched that area. Investigators have set up a perimeter around that plane. They'll be looking closely at weather as they try to determine a possible...
Does he have the number? I bet you Brent didn't give it to him.
Is it on here, you say? You don't have it? I don't have it. I've got an 888 number.
Hey Chris, should I share it to CGA as well?
Sure.
What's the 916? What is the number to the studio?
921
921
1530.
1530.
I'm Angelica.
I have Mr. Moore, Andy Moore.
Awesome.
Okay.
A proposed law that would ban students from using smartphones at school or on school grounds passed state assembly. The bill requires school districts to come up with smartphone policies to place limits on smartphone use at school. The bill provides several exceptions, including...
Thank you for everyone tuning in. Make sure to share and win that $50.
...under investigation. Police got the call around 1:30 Friday morning reporting a shooting near 10th Avenue and 34th Street. Officers found a man inside a home sustained at least one gunshot.
What time are we back on?
When the music starts.
And then we go until quarter till?
Yeah, we'll break right there.
Okay.
And then he'll tell us what our end shot is.
Okay. So that will be exciting.
I'm Angelica Obioha, News 93.1 KFBK.
So what else do you have on here? Missing-
Just kind of what the market's doing in the past 24 hours. We can add in that. About how many listings have come on the market and pending and all that good stuff.
Okay, so we'll do Andy.
Sunny this afternoon. High up of the low 80s. Partly cloudy tonight, low 49. Not as warm tomorrow. Clouds and sun high 71. Partly sunny Monday, high 72.
And really, I just kind of want to ask you those questions about investors too.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I think every realtor gets those questions asked to them if they work with investors. And also, I think showing the difference between two towns of approximate rent, just so people have an idea.
Okay.
Or I could even do what I look for when I'm out shopping with investors.
Yeah.
I think I wrote that down. You know, kind of the things that we look for as realtors.
Talk about no HOA or no.
Yeah, no Melrose or low HOAs, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just kind of like these things right here.
What is that? I don't think
Those ones right there. I keep forgetting to hit my on button. It's doing it automatically. I keep forgetting to hit my on button. Luis is turning it on for me, right? Every time?
I think he does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Garcias became discouraged. So Kirsten kept her eyes open, spotted an ideal house, and shared it with the Garcias, leading them to the perfect new home.
Can we tell how many people are watching on Facebook, Zach?
We've had up to 8 people watching it, 3, 2, 7.
Oh, okay.
All throughout. People dropping in and out.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
12 likes. It's going well.
You are listening to the Real Estate Report with Brent Gove and Robert Lewis. News Radio KFBK on FM at 93.1.
And we're back. And thanks for listening. Glad to be with you. My name is Chris Airola, sitting in for the big guy today. Brent Gove is out of town. And I have my co-host, Cyndy Silva, with me of EXP. Sorry, I said your name. You were supposed to say it.
It's okay. You can do it.
Anyway, you know where Brent is. I think we know where Brent is. Brent somehow finagled his way. He's at the Kentucky Derby today.
I'm so jealous.
Well, I'm jealous except for the weather. I think they got rained on
Yeah.
to get back there. So we'll just tell him we didn't want to go because it was raining. So,
There you go.
yeah,
Makes us feel better, right?
That's right. That's right. Anyway, so we're talking all things real estate. Cindy has thrown us out a tiny home that she has for rent or for sale, and under $150,000. And give Cyndy a call if that's something that you would be interested in. A little getaway up there by Marysville. But right now, I have on the phone agent Andy Moore of EXP, and Andy has a listing on the other side of the price spectrum, up in Dark Horse. And Andy, are you there? You bet, you bet. Thanks for joining us here. So tell us, you have a beautiful home. You just listed this home, I understand, and it's up in Dark Horse Drive. Tell me where that is. Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with Lake of the Pines. In fact, I got married up there. We had our reception right there at the Lake of the Pines. So my wife and I go up there from time to time, and beautiful, beautiful homes up there. And so tell me a little bit about the home. How many bedrooms does it have? Wow.
Wow.
Big home.
Big
huh?
Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I went online and looked at the pictures, Andy, and thought it just really looked like an awesome home. And one of the things that struck me, I think you put it in the ad there, is that this home is listed at a great price, especially in comparison to what it was initially when it was built. Am I right? Okay. Yeah. Right before D-Day.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not three. Okay, that's what I was getting at. So it's not. Well, yeah. And for what it is, I mean, you get up in these areas up there. The name escapes me. What's the other one that we go to on the golf course? It's near there that has a big development. All those homes are a couple $1 million. So anything under 2 that's built like this and this size, Andy, I would consider this definitely something to look at if this is your price range. So, Andy, if somebody's interested in knowing more about this home, if they want to set an appointment to see it, write an offer, how do they get a hold of you? Do they get a hold of you? Well, you know what? Join the club.
Way to be honest.
There you go.
So,
all right. Okay. 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 Okay, so again, that website is darkhorseestates.com. Single. Darkhorseestate.com. Got it, Andy.
Hey, Andy, I have a question. Can I jump in? I'm
yeah.
dying to know that beautiful wine cellar in that house. How many bottles does it hold? What? Oh, it was beautiful. And how many people does the movie theater hold?
Yeah, these kind of features are in these kind of homes, aren't they?
I love it. Yeah, everyone check out this home. It is beautiful. It definitely has that wow factor, Andy. When you walk up to that front door, I'm a huge door lover. Oh my goodness. That door easily had to cost $100,000. It is beautiful.
Wow. Okay.
It is.
Very nice. 23818 Dark Horse Drive. 23818 Dark Horse Drive is the address, and it's darkhorseestate.com. Get all the information. You can look up and then contact Lindsay. Her contact information is there. And Andy, I do appreciate you calling in on this home, and hope that we have somebody out there who heard about this and thinks it's really cool and gives you a call and takes a look at it. You
Absolutely. Have a great weekend.
All right, Andy. So there you go. Both sides of the spectrum. We got one for $149,000, and we got one for about $1.8 million right there.
Yes.
So go get them both. You'll have a nice, beautiful home and a nice little retreat.
Absolutely.
All right.
Why not?
So, Cyndy, we were talking about the market a little
Yes.
earlier, and you were talking about what's going on in the last 24 hours.
All
Are there
right.
lots of homes out there for sale. Are they selling fast? How many are pending? Give us kind of a little snapshot of what's going on.
Absolutely. So in real estate, we generally like to see about a 3-month supply, which means if everybody were to buy a home, it would take 3 months to sell all these homes.
So if no more homes came on the market, they would all be gone in about 3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
But right now we're more around 2. But to kind of give you an idea of what's been going on the past 24 hours, so we have...
Hold on. So it means 2.
Yes.
All right, I'm just slowing down. It's a little fast for me. I can't think as fast as you. So 2. So that means that we kind of have a shortage.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
Now I'm with you.
Yes.
Okay.
So we had, just in the past 24 hours, 319 new homes hit the market in the Tri-County area.
Okay.
We had 146 actually drop their prices.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. We had 250, though, go pending, which is great. So
Right.
we got our buyers out there.
Yeah.
And just yesterday, 165 homes closed.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday. So
Wow.
that's not bad.
Friday, 165 homes closed.
Absolutely.
And you probably closed about half of those, huh, Cyndy?
You know it.
Okay. Well, hey, great information. I did read an article that that kind of clarified a little bit of this. Let's see, somewhere you mentioned that prices are going up, but then I read an article, the number of homes being sold is going down. So that didn't quite make sense to me, but I found an article that talked about that little phenomenon, and we're seeing not as many homes out there selling, but the ones that do sell, the price is up a little bit, isn't it?
Yes. Generally we've kind of been spoiled over the past few years. We've been seeing growth in our area, about 10% of equity they're making on their homes per year.
Okay.
We're going to see it start slowing down to the national average, which is about 2 to 3% in growth per year.
Okay.
So it's definitely changing. We also feel the people are kind of overpricing their houses, hence why you saw, 146 drop their prices yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in the market that we're going back to, which typically happens every spring. We tend to price the houses a little bit lower and let people outbid it to what they feel it's worth. And of course, they're always protected by their appraisal when it comes to that.
All right, well, you are the master, and ladies and gentlemen, you're literally hearing it from a, what was your titles again there? You had the Masters, the Masters Club,
Yes.
and the other one award that you had there that I
Was
can't recall.
Chairman's Excellence Award.
Thank you. I knew it was something too big for me to pronounce. But anyway, if they want to reach you, Cyndy, and I think that they should, if somebody's out there looking to buy, sell, or just talk real estate, give Cyndy a call at
916-878-6391.
Okay, and we will be right back to talk more about specific real estate investments in just a moment.
That one went by quick.
Huh?
That went by quick.
It does.
So are we gonna be back to 45 seconds when we get back?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm guessing that we'll have probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Maybe even a little more.
All right. Thanks for everyone tuning in through Facebook.
Right.
Don't forget to share this. You could win $50. We're picking a random person who shares this on Facebook, and they're going to win $50.
Has anyone shared yet, Zach?
I can't see it.
Oh, you
Oh.
can't tell yet?
The anticipation. All my clients, you better be sharing this. All my past, present, and future.
Now, Zach, our engineer, you don't qualify for that $50.
Right?
I know. I shared it on RentPros.
Can you see me? I have a big thing on my screen telling me to update my...
Yeah, you're fine. It's
Okay,
normal.
it's just being silly.
The only thing on the Facebook is they couldn't hear the caller.
Oh, they couldn't.
But
Oh.
you guys did a good job of like saying the website, kind of
Okay.
repeating what he said, so I mean, you can get the gist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
See? Things we all learn.
Yeah.
They're just going to have to go on the website and check it out. It's a beautiful home. I'm sure my tiny home could fit in the entry.
What do we got, Luis?
Right in my wheelhouse. I love investing.
What's our time
I
out?
love this concept.
What's our time out?
I have checked them out over 5630 here. I'm telling you, they make investing, well, it's easier than you think.
Okay.
You don't need a master's degree or a
Got 3 minutes? Is that what he gave us?
in the market. It doesn't even require
Thank God we have Luis over here. This is our guy who tells us when to get off the air, when we go on the air. He's amazing. And he handles all our technical stuff we can't do.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me to Zach? Zach, here's a...
And then we got Zach here. He's doing all this magic for us right now. We're very thankful. Thank you, because Chris and I would never be able to do this.
No, that would not happen.
No. We could barely take a picture last week, Chris, let alone do a Facebook Live.
And we had our hoop and everything.
Right? We were trying so hard to be cool.
No, these guys speak a whole different language.
Absolutely. All right. All right, all you viewers, look, I got my River Cat shirt on. Hopefully everyone's going to the game tonight. My amazing partner, Brent Gove, actually sponsored an event at the River Cats game tonight. So hopefully all of you guys are going there. If any of my friends or clients are going to be there, shoot me a text. I'll hook up with you. I'll buy you a beer. How's that sound?
There might be like 50 of them.
Right? Ring, ring, ring. It's okay. I'll buy all of you a beer. I promise.
News 93.1 KFBK.
And welcome back. Glad to be with you. You are listening to the Real Estate Report with Brent Gove. I am today's host, Chris Airola, and I have my trusty side co-host here,
Cyndy Silva.
Cyndy Silva of EXP Real Estate, one of the top agents in the area, knows an awful lot, very productive agent. And if you meet Cyndy, let me tell you, you won't meet a lot of people with as much energy, raw energy, as Cyndy has. So anyone who knows Cyndy knows that I ain't lying. That's the truth.
That is true.
I'm going to tell you a real short story, okay?
Oh, no.
We had an open house one time,
Yes.
not far from my house, and I went over and saw it, right? And I went over to see it and say hi, and I was there about 2 hours because you were so excited about that house. And I literally got home and I sat down on the couch and said to my wife, I'm tired. She goes, well, why are you tired? It's like, 11 in the morning. I said, Cyndy wore me out. She just talks and, boy, see, I got to try to keep up with Cyndy. It's a whole other deal. But that's what it takes. If you're going to be out there working in this industry, that's the thing I believe separates those that do and those that want to do. And you know the old 80-20 rule where 20% of the people do 80% of the biz? You need someone like Cyndy to do just that. And she can be reached at 916-878-6391. Give her a call if you have a question about selling, buying, or anything about real estate. So, before we finish the show today, I want to jump into my favorite subject, and that is real estate investing. And I want to tell you about 2 classes that I have coming up this week, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. Go to my website, RentPros.com, click on events, classes and events, and you can register. My classroom's being remodeled right now, so we are only able to take about 15 people. And so these 2 classes this week, I'll tell you, the first one is called The Rent Cycle. Now you think, oh, boring. No, let me tell you, this, I believe, after 30 years of being in the biz and watching literally thousands of people invest in real estate, most successful, some not, I think this is one of the most valuable things to understand. Most of my classes are 1 hour. I can never do this class in less than 2 hours. It always goes on and on because there's so much stuff there. So, the rent cycle, you're going to learn everything from property inspection to preparation to advertising, tenant selection, tenant screening, move-in, landlord responsibilities, move-out process. Everything is there. That's a class if you are doing it yourself, if you even have a property manager. If your property manager is me, go take the class. It will help you. If you're thinking about investing, I teach it. It's an awesome class, if I do say so myself.
That's awesome. And can realtors come to your class?
You know what? That's a lot of realtors show up. Yeah, the last class I had, it was, I'd say, mostly realtors. And
fantastic.
I think it's really important for them to understand. And the other class that we have coming up next week, and by the way, these are free classes.
We like free.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can't beat free. I probably even have some cookies there. So, you know, is how to invest in real estate like a pro. How to invest in real estate like a pro, like a rent pro. Get it? My company.
I like that. Cha-ching.
All right. And I'm going to tell you, this is a great class for anyone investing in real estate and anyone, especially, this is a big realtor class, who is working with investors, because there's some pointers, some tips and things that, let me put it this way, there's some mistakes that I see people make over and over and over and over, like you keep saying over. And it's just like, okay, if they just had a little education, I think they could avoid a lot and be much more successful. And so, yeah, I love to see realtors in that class. It's all free. We don't charge at RentPros.com for these classes. And go to RentPros.com, click on the classes and events, and get yourself registered. Be happy to have you there. So, Cyndy, you, I know, work with investors.
I work with a lot of investors.
Yeah, I see that. You work with investors. And so you had mentioned some things to me that you look for when you're working with investors. And I think that, what you mentioned was valid. And I don't find them in my notes here as I'm rustling around. So if you have them, you gave them to me. Oh, look at this.
I come prepared.
All right. So what's the kind of question that you get from your investors when you're out there working with them?
So, majority of my investors actually come from the Bay Area, so they don't know a whole lot about this area. So, I kind of have to educate them on what's going on, because we have things here that they don't have there. For example, we have towns that have very high Mello-Roos.
Oh, yes.
And HOAs. That, to me, is not a good property to buy for an investor, because we see them as high as $400 a month in Mello-Roos in some towns.
Yeah, it's a factor that definitely cuts into your cash flow, as we call it. So yeah, Mello-Roos, when I'm personally shopping for a rental, I know what little areas I like in Roseville, and there's some areas that don't have Mello-Roos. I always check those first.
Absolutely. They want to be, in a good school district and close to amenities, so they could get to work easily and their kids go to a great school.
And by the way, we're throwing around some technical terms. Mello-Roos is just thinking about it as a property tax.
Yeah, okay? Exactly. To build like fire departments, schools, things like that.
Some extra tax on the tax that we pay on the tax.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's a great point.
Yeah.
Look in those little pockets. Older areas, older neighborhoods tend not to have those, but you do get those in a lot of the new areas.
Yes, absolutely. I look for single stories first. Over 2 stories, generally got to have a 3-2, because more than likely it's going to be a family in there, unless I'm going for a condo. Now, I do have a strategy that does very well with my investors in condos. I try to pick it near a large company like Intel.
Okay.
Anything you get near Intel, because a lot of those people are here on work visas. They don't have cars. They need to be able to walk to work. So you get something near there, it's rented first weekend every time.
Yeah, that's true. So you got this pretty wired. And so the first 2 things you've talked about are basically area. And we all know, as real estate people, the 3 most important things in real estate are
Location, location, location.
And location, those three things. And so this really folds into it. The other thing I like to talk about is matching your investor to the property. And I could do a whole 2 shows on that, and I see we've got about 20 seconds left, so I can't do that. But I would like to say thank you, Cyndy, for being here. You're an awesome co-host and an awesome real estate and full of energy. And if somebody wants to reach you, how do they do it?
916-878-6391.
Awesome. 878-6391. Have a great weekend out there, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Woo! We hit it on the mark.
Good job.
Woo.
Yes.
We did.
Awesome.
That was a lot better.
We got it down. We're pros now, Chris.
We don't need to, right?
We did good.
I slowed it down for next week because I had arranged it a long time ago to be in here next week. But I don't know. He might be here too. So I don't know if I'm hosting, co-hosting.
Who knows? You never know. Everything's always last minute. Oh, look.
If you guys want to sign off, the Facebook is still
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Facebook's still on.
Okay.
Hey, Facebook listeners.
Wait, how do we
people,
sign off?
Oh no, just like say
Just
whatever
say
you want
goodbye.
to say.
Oh, well,
Goodbye,
I actually
Facebook.
sign off. See, once again, not a millennial.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll put this up on RentPros and CGA, and you've got it on Cyndy's site and probably your personal site or business site.
Yes, and
share.
share. Get that $50, you guys. Who doesn't want $50? You could buy lots of margaritas on Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
Today's Star Wars Day. You know
Oh,
that?
today's Star Wars. Yes,
I
may the
bet you know
4th
that,
be
Zach.
with you.
Star Wars
Yeah,
Day.
may the force be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.